Do you think that life beyond personality is inherently nihilistic? I mean, it seems quite empty. There's no, you say nothing to believe in, nowhere to get to, nothing to do. Nihilistic comes from the Latin word for nothing.
Yeah.
And it does, sometimes faith can be useful and powerful, can't it? Or, I mean, I used to find, I was brought up in a very atheistic, rationalist world, but I found that some sort of faith in something was very useful to help me get through the darkest times.
Okay.
And what worries me a bit, I guess, now is if I sort of, get a bit down or something horrible happens, then I don't have all the personalities, old strategies to rely on to get me through. All the old personalities' delusions. I'm special. Or there's something up there looking after me. All of
that. I totally hear what you're saying, and I think some people have that response to this, and I kind of get that, because on one, compared to, as you say, everything you've laid out, the beliefs and the I'm special and the I'm going to be someone and someone's looking down on me and all of that is, this does appear nihilistic. I can totally understand that, yeah. There are two, in this dualistic world, two aspects of life that show up, that govern, that appear. And there's emptiness and fullness. So we're kind of, recently we've been talking more about the emptiness side of things. There's no one there. There's no time, right?
Mm.
So there is also a fullness side of things. To me, the whole thing of a human life is a fullness thing. It's not an emptiness thing, because it's creation. And it's love, as far as I'm concerned. It's a manifestation of love. I don't have a belief in that. So it's not like, oh, that makes me feel better because I believe it. It's just something I feel and I perceive. So that's all I can say. So for me, I can talk about the emptiness side without it being nihilistic, because it's utterly balanced by the fullness side of the love. And to me, they're not mutually exclusive. It's not one or the other. They're kind of interwoven.
You have just answered a question that I wasn't, well, I was going to ask. It's all well and good, when one is living beyond personality, maybe you have access to the fullness aspect. But, I guess the question would be, until you get to that point and you're focusing on the emptiness, how can one bring the fullness aspect towards oneself if you're feeling quite empty?
Open your eyes. I mean, look around, look at that plant. Look at your face. If you literally kind of open your eyes, you can't help but see this manifestation all around, which to me I see as kind of love.
Just as you say, it's given me another insight maybe into what the fullness aspect is. I mean, I suddenly thought of yin and yang.
Yeah.
So there's life, there's creation,
and there's destruction and death.
Yeah, or there's all the there's this room seems full. I mean, I'll just look around, but actually there's a hell of a lot of space between all the molecules in this room. Which is the fullness and emptiness again,
as there is in us.
Yes.
And in the end, you go far enough, and we're just space, right? The personality hates the emptiness thing, right?
Right.
The emptiness side of the equation. Because it puts that label on, it's negative, it's nihilist. Because the personality wants to exist, and it wants to have its dream, and it's a story, and its illusions. So anything to do with this appears
dangerous,
yeah. Nihilistic, and negative. If you're not in touch in any way with the absolute and the wonder and the beauty and the love of that, I get what you're saying totally. You wouldn't go and talk to someone who's depressed about this. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be helpful.
But I think that's it. As you say, the personality is just going to look at this, just go, what?
But you see, I'm not talking to your personality. I'm not beckoning your personality forward. I'm kind of addressing the choiceless awareness that throughout your life has had experiences and knows the absolute side of the equation. and is intimate with it.